Hey guys, welcome to our 37-week pregnancy update. So today we have officially started week 37, which means we've completed 36 weeks of pregnancy, 9 months, and that's insane. That means baby can come literally at any time, and I have definitely been feeling my body preparing for labor this last week. More so in the last couple of days than the whole week. But let me give you an update of the last week. So we are 36 weeks complete and 1 day. So that means I'm 1 day into my 37th week. We had an appointment last week. We don't have an appointment this week because my doctor's gone. But we had an appointment last week. And we found out that baby boy was butt down. So it kind of put a damper on my week because I was like, oh, he hasn't been butt down since he's been like 28 weeks. And I was kind of a little bit sad and really just wanted to get him to flip. So I did a lot of different research on different exercises and things that I could do to get him to flip. And I feel like I got him to flip. So some different exercises that I was doing was, and you could Google this too, that came up when I Googled. But I did like the cat and the cow position where you're on your hands and knees and you're just letting your belly kind of like sag down to give him room to flip. I was making sure I was laying on my left side a lot more. I did a couple hip tilts where I was keeping my hip, I like prop pillows up under my hips to keep my hips up to give him more room to move and maneuver. And then another one I did, I sat on the birthing ball a lot and rotated my hips, did that a few times. And then the other one I did was, I was almost like doing a handstand, but I had my knees braced on like a chair or a couch. So I was like, my upper body was doing a handstand and my legs were on the couch, so I was upside down to give the baby, hoping to just kind of like flip him. But I definitely think he has flipped now because I feel prior to, like when I first found out that he was butt down, I noticed that his kicks were a lot lower in my pelvic area, which was new. That hadn't ever happened throughout this whole pregnancy. So that was an indication to me that he was butt down because he was kicking me down there. Also, I could feel his head way up in my rib cage. Literally, it felt like a hard rock that was like pressed up against my rib cage, and it was so uncomfortable. And this was like probably the beginning of the week, and through the weekend too. And it was so uncomfortable. Like I always had to sit straight up, and if I like slouched at all, it was like super uncomfortable there. So that made me definitely showed me that he was butt down. But now he's definitely kicking more up here again with his feet and his arms, and I'm feeling a lot more pressure down low. So I'm assuming he's head down. I also had a friend let me borrow her Doppler, so I've been checking him. I checked him, I just got it yesterday, so I checked him yesterday, and my doctor told me that if I could hear his belly or hear his heartbeat below my belly button, more than likely he's head down, and that's where I found it. I checked it everywhere up here, and I could not hear any heartbeat up here. So I'm assuming that he has flipped, thank goodness, and we're sending prayers that he stays that way until he's ready to come out. But some symptoms that I've been having the last week, I think it's been a week or two since I last did an update, was the nausea has come back again, and it's super sporadic. I notice it the most if I go too long in between meals. So along with that is I'm back to eating almost every 2 hours, and my stomach seriously is like shrunk so much. Like I cannot hardly eat as much as I normally can. I get full super fast, so that tends to make me have to eat a lot more. So I'm eating every 2 hours again. My stomach is super small, and the nausea is back randomly. Some days are worse than others. Today I feel great. The other day I was like felt just crappy, like nauseous throughout the whole day, and basically didn't do a lot because of the nausea. He's been kicking like crazy, like protruding out of my belly button, or out of my belly kicking. Like I can see last night, I think it was the first time that I've actually literally swear I saw the indentation of his foot like coming out of my belly. It was so like amazing but creepy at the same time. So he's definitely been kicking a lot harder. It doesn't hurt or anything. It's just like you can see it a lot more now that he's gotten like bigger and that he's running out of room. Let's see what else. Talked about put down. Everything still, with our last appointment, everything still, he looks perfect. Everything with my placenta looks perfect. Everything with all my fluid in there looks perfect. We're doing amazing. I haven't had any issues at all really to complain about. I have noticed that the last couple days I've been getting Braxton Hicks contractions at least a couple times every single day. Yesterday I had probably the most I've ever had, and I would say it was maybe 4 or 5 throughout the day. Not every hour, just like randomly, sporadically throughout the day, and it's basically like my stomach gets super, super hard. Last night I noticed I had a little cramping too, down low in my pelvic area. It was almost just like period cramping. So I'm taking those two things as signs that my body is getting ready for labor. So that's kind of exciting to know that it's like starting to do what it needs to do to get ready to get this baby out, I guess. The last couple days, I've been so exhausted. It's almost like it hits me like a freight train. Like some parts of the day I feel fine. Some parts I'm just like, can I literally just go back to bed? And more so, it's in the morning. Like this morning I woke up at 9 like I normally do, but by 11 I was like, man, I could go back to bed. I'm so tired. And, you know, like towards the evening, I'm not as tired as I normally was during the whole day. So it's kind of just weird, like the exhaustion and just like tiredness kind of like sporadically comes throughout the day. I've still been working. I've still been walking with Jax. My workouts are pretty much nothing. There's like I'd maybe do 1 or 2 a week, just because I know last week I pulled my groin muscle, I think, and just because of the hormone relaxin, everything's just kind of really relaxed down there getting ready for birth to stretch, that I think I overstretched my muscle groined area down there, and it was very uncomfortable. So if I do add in workouts, I'm going to be doing more of just body weight stuff, squats, lunges to get my lower body ready for birth, and maybe some random upper body stuff. But that being said, I'm really excited for after he's here, because I plan on doing like a new mommy mission program for any moms out there, new moms out there who have babies, and to get kind of our bodies ready to transition to like a more intense workout. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, you should, because that's where I'll probably talk more about that. But I'm really excited for that program to come out, because it will be like exercises you can do with your baby. So I need my baby to be here to actually start it. So I'm really excited for that. My sleep has not been very good. I toss and turn a lot because my hips have been falling asleep a lot, and I know I've talked about this in previous videos, but as my belly gets bigger, I've noticed it a lot more. So I'm tossing and turning a lot more. I don't think I'm getting solid sleep, which is probably why I'm exhausted and tired throughout the day. I'm sure it's my body getting me ready for and preparing me for not getting a lot of sleep too. So that's been a little bit different. This has been something that's been happening the last couple days, and I'm assuming, I've talked to a couple other women, and I think it's because he's maybe finally like dropping a little bit, but I've noticed when I have to go to the bathroom, like when my bladder's full and I sit up or I like stand up, I almost feel like I have to hold my belly because there's so much pressure down there. And I've only noticed it when my bladder is really full. So I don't know if that's just because he's pushing on it down there, or what, but I literally feel like I have to hold my belly and walk to the bathroom to go to the bathroom because it feels like there's so much pressure down there. So that's been something that's new that has been going on the last couple weeks. And then this one's kind of TMI, but it's part of pregnancy, I guess, and most of you who are watching are pregnant or going to be pregnant. But something I've noticed my body been doing is having to go number 2 after I eat. Like within a half hour after I eat, I normally have to go to the bathroom, and like it like cleanses me out. Not like diarrhea, but it's something new that has been going on like probably the last week or week and a half. Is just, and I'm assuming it's my body like cleansing me of everything and getting me ready to go into labor too. But that's been something that's different, is just having to literally like after I eat, every half hour after I eat, I have to go to the bathroom again, which is something new. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I'm assuming it's my body cleansing itself of the food that I'm putting in it. And then I haven't lost or noticed that I've lost my mucus plug at all. I mean, I'm still kind of early, but I have noticed that there's a lot more discharge, TMI, sorry, discharge going on down there, and it's like a mucus, creamy, white, green-ish color. So I haven't noticed any like pink or brown or anything in it. Like some people say it can be bloody or it can be brown, or I don't know. It seems like everybody's mucus plug is a little bit different. So I don't really know what to expect, but I've definitely noticed more mucus down there. I've had to use, the last couple days I've had to use a pad, just like one pad throughout the whole day to like not make it feel so gross down there. But that's basically these last couple weeks. I know I've been getting questions about why I'm getting induced, and I'm praying that he decides to come before our induction date on the 20th, and I have to get induced on the 20th if he doesn't come sooner than that because of my blood condition, and I have Mthfr. You can Google it if you want to. I don't know how to pronounce the word for it. But it puts me at a higher risk if I go past 38 and a half weeks. For strokes, it will put baby at a higher risk. Blood clotting, any of that type of stuff, it puts us at a higher risk if we go any farther than 38 and a half weeks. So that's why I am being induced at 38 and a half weeks, June 20th. Unless he decides to come earlier, then we'll be going all natural and not having to be induced. But I'm hoping that that's how it will go. I have 2 appointments next before that day, and I'm hoping if he's not here by then, at our last appointment, that he'll do like a membrane sweep and kind of just help get things going a little bit more. I don't really know what to expect, so we'll kind of just see how the next couple weeks go. I'm going to be doing everything in my power to get him, like, get labor going between walking and all the other things that they tell you can do. So I'm going to be definitely trying those different things and see what works and see if anything kind of helps jumpstart the labor process naturally so I don't have to do an induction on the 20th. So that's kind of where I'm at. I know I still haven't done a nursery tour. I need to do that. Hopefully in the next week I'll get that done before I'm too tired to want to do it. But I'll get that done before baby comes, I promise. And that is really all. I suppose you guys want to see my bump. Like I said, I haven't been to the doctor since last week. And last week I've only gained like 28 or 25, I think 25 pounds. So I haven't gained a lot. I don't feel like I've probably put on anything this last week either. And I know that's normal. And a lot of moms have said that this last like chunk of time, they never noticed really any weight gain. I haven't had any like swollen feet or swollen hands. I still can wear my wedding ring and it still moves like quite a bit. So I haven't had any issues with swelling or anything like that, which I'm very grateful for. And yeah, I think that's all. So let's do a belly shot. here it is with a shirt on. Like I said, I think he's dropped a lot more. From the front. Here he is from the front. Definitely, like, it's just getting so hard. So he's definitely, like, lower. It's almost like coned a little bit. From the side. And then from the side. And that is baby boy and how we're doing. So I do plan on getting another, I plan on doing updates now every week until he's here. So next week will be week 38. So thank you guys again for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to make sure you're updated on more videos. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.